Hello and welcome to everyone. I am Deep. Today in this video session we'll be learning about emails migration from Gmail to Google Workspace email users. We'll be looking on steps how we do that. So without wasting further time, let's move ahead with the demonstration. So before we move with the real-time demonstration, we'll need to have some prerequisites ready at our end to perform this task. The first one is the admin console access to Google Workspace. And the second one is the sender, that is the Gmail account that we will be using, the username and password for it. And thirdly, the username and password for the email user in Google Workspace that we will be using for the testing purpose, specifically to check if the emails are migrated successfully from the Gmail to Google Workspace email user or not. Okay, so if these three prerequisites are ready at your end, then we can proceed with the further steps. Okay, so the next major step is divided into two parts. The settings are the steps that needs to be taken or moved forward at the Gmail level and at the Google Workspace level. So before we'll be looking at the configurations or the steps that needs to be taken care of at the Gmail level. So at Gmail level, we'll have to enable the IMAP service. So once we enable the IMAP service, we'll be ready at the Gmail end. So let's see how we do that. So if I log in into here, you can see into my screen that I'm logged into the mail service of Google. That is, if you see that, it says deepaktest00@gmail.com. This is my personal, or we can say the universal Gmail address that I have been creating, and there are few email addresses. There are around 7 email addresses that have been pushed. So these three are the default, the custom ones that I have pushed. That says testmail1, testmail2, and testmail3, and other are some of the other specific emails. So I need all of these emails to be migrated from this free Gmail user, that is deepaktest00@gmail.com, to something at the Google Workspace end, to another user that can be different from this, that is deepaktest00@gmail.com. Okay, so as mentioned in the major steps for the Gmail, we need to enable the IMAP. So let's see how we do that. So for enabling the IMAP at the free Gmail service, I'll have to go to the setting option that you see over here. I'll click on setting signal and click on CL settings, and I'll go to over here that says forwarding and pop IMAP. Once you click on forwarding and pop IMAP, at the IMAP access option, you can see that the status IMAP is enabled. So in case if it is disabled at your end, then you need to just click on the enable option and your IMAP will be enabled, and just click on save changes and you will be ready to go at the Gmail end. So this is the only thing that needs to be configured at the Gmail part for the migration purpose to the Google Workspace users. Okay, so we have looked into how we set up the IMAP or change or just look into IMAP configurations and how we set up that at Gmail level. Now if we go to the another step for the Gmail, enabling IMAP has been completed. Now at the Google Workspace level, we can create similar or different email users to migrate emails to. So as you can see that we are using a free version of Gmail that says deepaktest00@gmail.com, and the gmail.com is the domain that is not under our control, that is controlled by Google. So creating a similar username would not be possible at our end. So there can be other domains such as onecloudhelper.com or example.com or anything else. So we can create a user based on that domain, and we can migrate the emails inside this free Gmail user to those users. So we'll look further into that. And the second part is we create email migration task configurations. So this one is the important thing. So this is the major important thing that needs to be looked in, as it is the configurations that will be enabling us to perform the migration from Gmail to Google Workspace. So let's see how we perform those migration task configurations. So for that, I will go to my admin console of Google Workspace. You can just see over here at my screen. So you can log in into the Google Workspace admin console by clicking on the URL admin.google.com, and once you log in using the username and password, you will be just into the Google admin console. So once you are in the Google admin console, you will go to users, and once you are inside user, you can see that there are two users over here. The one is admin@onecloudhelper.com and another one is this @onecloudhelper.com. So in case if you want your emails to be migrated to any sort of other users with a different name, then you can simply click on add a new user, and you can just push the specific details as per your requirement, and you will be ready to go. So currently there are two users, and I want my free Gmail email addresses to be migrated to this email user that says this @onecloudhelper.com. And yes, let's see how we do that. Okay, for that I will just need to go onto my Google admin console. At the below on the account section, click on data migration over here. I'll click on data migration. Once I click on the data migration, it shows me a page that says set data migration up. So I'll click on that, and once I click on that, it says to me to choose the migration source. So I'll click on select a migration source, and you can see a different options over here. If you want to migrate from Google Workspace to Google Workspace, then you can choose the migration source as this. If you are migrating from Gmail to Google Workspace, then you can choose Gmail, or from Microsoft Exchange 2003 or any sort of other IMAP service, then you can accordingly choose those configurations. Okay, so for now the source of ours is Gmail, so we'll be clicking on Gmail, and once you click on Gmail, other of the options get vanished. If you see, if I choose other IMAP server, you need to configure more specific details over here. So I have done a video on this also, so you can find in the description below on how we configure other IMAP servers, like migrating from Office 365 to Google Workspace, or from Google Workspace to Office 365 using other IMAP servers. So currently we are migrating from Gmail to Google Workspace, so we'll be using Gmail. I'll be clicking on start, and here you can see that I am given an option to choose the migration start date. I can choose the custom date, I can choose the other default dates that are given, that is 6 months, 1 year, 3 months, 1 month. So currently I'll be choosing the default one, that is past 1 year, and choose the migration options. I want to migrate my deleted mails to, and migrate junk mails to. And if I want to exclude any sort of folders that are included in my emails, then I can exclude those also using the separated comma list. So I don't have any folders right now, so I'll be excluding that one, and click on select users. So once you click on select users, you will be redirected to a page where you need to select a user where you want to migrate the Gmail email addresses or emails. So I click on add user over here, and once you click on add user, it asks for us for the source email, authorization code, and the destination email address at the Google Workspace int. So our source email address is Deepak test00@gmail.com, as I am using the free version of gmail.com. And once I hit that, you can see that the authorize option has come in place. So I'll click on authorize, and it will redirect me to next page, stating that to continue to Google Workspace data migration service, I need to just log in over here. I'll click on that. I will click on my password for that user, that is my free Gmail user. Let me hit that password. Okay, click on next. And once I click on next, it says that you may need to make a trust with Google Workspace data migration service. I will say allow, and once you click on allow, it gives you a authorization code, and you need to copy that. You need to come back again and paste at the authorization code option. I'll paste that code over here, and once I paste that code over here, everything looks good. And now I need to choose the destination email address at the Google Workspace in that needs the email addresses to be migrated to. So I'll choose my test user the username was this @onecloudhelper.com. So once I click on this, it just shows me the user that is present at the Google Workspace end. So it's an easy way to find out if the user exists at the Google Workspace end or not. So I'll click on that and everything looks good. The source email address has been configured, the authorization code has also been generated and kept over here, and the destination email address has also been set up. Simply I'll click on start over here, and once I click on start, you can see that the source email address is this one, the Google Workspace email address is this one, and the status is initializing. This simply means that the connection has been established. As you can see, the source IMAP server is imap@gmail.com. It is the IMAP server detail for the Gmail service and Google Workspace service also. So once the status changes from initializing to complete, I'll be pausing the video, and once the status changes from initializing to complete, I'll come back and see what are the next steps to further proceed. Okay, so you can see over here that before it was the status saying that initializing, now you can see that the status is saying estimating the number of items in the source. So it is just estimating the number of email addresses or emails that are present in the free Gmail inbox, that is deepaktest00@gmail.com. Okay, seems good. Once the number of items in the source get identified, the next step will proceed, and we'll join that. Okay, so seems that the status had changed. The status is being changed from estimating the number of emails to some sort of bar that says around 99% of migration has been completed. And if I hover over that, it says item successfully migrated 13, item that failed to migrate 0, and total item discovered were 11. Okay, so once that 99% changes to 100, the status will just change to complete, and we'll be looking into the email and check for the emails if they have been migrated successfully or not. And you can see that the status has changed from initializing and other configuration steps to complete. This simply means that the migration has successfully completed. And now let's check for the email user at the Google Workspace end if the emails has been migrated successfully. So we'll be logging into this @onecloudhelper.com and see if the emails has been migrated or not. So I have already logged in into the another tab, and you can see that the user that I'm currently logged into is as this @onecloudhelper.com, and you can see that the emails has been migrated successfully. As before, you can see at my free Gmail user, that is deepaktest00@gmail.com, you can see that 3 emails were pushed by me for the testing purpose, that is testmail1, testmail2, and testmail3. And similarly, as you can see, those 3 emails also configured at the Google Workspace user end, that is this @onecloudhelper.com. Okay, so this simply means that the migration has successfully completed, and we have learned on how we can just perform email migration from Gmail to Google Workspace email users. And hope you found this video useful at your end. Please let me know if you have any questions or queries into the comment section. Would love to hear from you, and thank you. We'll meet soon.